everything this weekend.
And Natasha, yesterday was like all four seasons in one day. We had the sun in the morning. It actually felt warm. We were out at the St. Patrick's Day parade, had to take the coats off for a time, and then the winds kicked up. We had snowflakes, we had raindrops, we had the whipping winds, and of course grapple, those small little soft snow pellets that look like Dippin' Dots ice cream. We had those fire up across the region yesterday. Today, not expecting precipitation, but the winds, unfortunately, still very strong. You can see the clouds are moving out very quickly, driven by those strong upper level winds. The ocean looking a little churned up there, and the camera shaking in the breeze down in Margate. Temperatures this morning are in the low 40s. We're pretty seasonable for the time of year. The problem, it feels so much colder because of these winds. Winds are actually picking up a bit here midday and will be at their worst through mid-afternoon. Right now, current gusts 48 miles per hour in Mount Pocono, I should say. 41 mile per hour gusts in Redding. Philadelphia right now at the airport gusting to 35 miles per hour. And we can expect gusts to reach possibly 50 miles per hour in spots as the day goes on. So a wind advisory remaining in effect right through 8 o'clock tonight. This is not going to get any better, at least until the sun goes down, which, as we know, is after 7 o'clock now, thanks to the start of daylight saving time. The good news, we at least have the sun back after a cloudy start. Clouds are eroding. The sun is back. Eventually, this pressure gradient will loosen up a bit and the winds die down. But even with the sun, you're not going to have much time to get outside and enjoy the day. Through at least 4 or 5 o'clock, the wind is the story. Winds gusting over 40 miles an hour, making 52 feel like 42 at best. Later on this evening, the winds die down a bit, and we've got a great stretch of weather to tell you about. Later on this week, we're making a run for 70 and possibly a couple of days in the 70s. Natasha, I'll have that coming up. I'll send it back to you.
All right, can't wait to hear about that. Thank you very much.
Not for long. The wind today is really the story. Winds are whipping and will be all day long, but the wind dies down and the temperature starts to go up. That's the trend this week, so good stuff ahead. Let's start with the not so great stuff, and here's what's happening right now. High winds continuing right through this evening, so at least until the sun goes down, which, as we know now, is after 7 o'clock. We're going to be dealing with these strong gusty winds. Branches and trees could be down again today. Even some scattered power outages. Doesn't take much. One large branch on the power lines, and again, it all comes crashing down as far as the power grid, so we have to keep an eye on that. It is a dry, sunny week ahead. The sun is out now, and I think we'll see it at least through Thursday, maybe a few more clouds by Friday, and we are chasing the first 70s of the year. But I want to show you this camera just because it's mounted high up, one of our traffic cameras, and it is rocking. That is just an indication of how windy it is outside. Right now, it's 41 degrees, which is seasonable for a mid-March day, but it feels a whole lot colder. You can see our camera, even here at our broadcast center, is shaking in the wind here. Gusts to 35 miles an hour in the city, making 41 feel like just 33 degrees. But now that the sun is out, it'll be with us through the rest of the day. Clouds have diminished, and that means no more lake effect snow showers or squalls, nothing like what we saw yesterday. We had the grapple, we had the snow pellets, we had the flurries. Now today, drying out. It's sunny, but it is very, very windy, and as such, we have a wind advisory through 8 o'clock this evening. After the sun goes down tonight, the pressure gradient does finally relax. So the worst of the wind is basically now through about 3 or 4 o'clock. That's when we could feel gusts as high as 40 to 45 miles an hour, possibly even as high as 50 miles per hour at times. And then it does start to diminish. Still breezy overnight, but nowhere near as bad as yesterday and today. So 53 degrees, very windy today, but the sun has returned for most of us already and will for all of us by midday. Tonight, 40 degrees, mainly clear, breezy, seasonable, and tomorrow, unseasonably warm, and it's still a breeze out of the west this time, and that west wind kind of downslopes over the higher terrain off to the west, and we will ramp up to 65 degrees for tomorrow. What a beautiful Tuesday, and it only gets better from there. Keep in mind, our normal high for today is only 51 degrees. Tomorrow, 65, and it only gets warmer. We're up to 69 degrees Wednesday, into the low 70s Thursday and Friday. Our next chance for rain comes in later Friday into Saturday with a weak front, and that will knock us back a little bit for the weekend, but still above average. So your next weather 7-day forecast: windy today, sunny and milder tomorrow. 2 beautiful days Wednesday and Thursday, nice and warm, and then just slightly cooler into the weekend. The shower chance late Friday and again later Sunday into next week. Natasha, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Kate, thank you.